Hey friends, this is Nick. Welcome back to Wisdom Sessions. Friends, the world has become too overwhelming. The workload is too high in life. So we all struggle with managing our time, isn't it? So today's discussion is on time management. Now, time management is a very important skill which helps us to be productive, and it teaches us how to utilize our time in a more effective manner. Number one, prioritizing. We need to understand what is prioritizing. We need to have a list which teaches us urgent and important work, important but not urgent, and less important. Because when we don't have good time management skills, what we start doing at times, we start doing less important things at times more, and sometimes we ignore the more important tasks. So we need to have a good prioritizing skills. Okay, simple but quite handy. We need to start creating to-do lists, things to do. Start writing it down, or if you are good with technology, you can use your smartphones or iPads where you have organized, okay, number one, number two, number three, number four, and some sort of reasonable time frame. When do you plan to achieve it? In how much time? Number three, important skill we need to learn is called as delegation. Now, we are all humans, we can't do everything, right? So, depending if it's in a house situation or in a work situation, we always have a team, right? Even family is like a team. So, we need to start delegating some work to others as well so that the workload can be shared and more can be achieved in less amount of time. Sometimes we get very attached with this concept that we are never satisfied with how people do things, but we need to give that attachment up because it's important for the other persons to evolve as well when they delegate some work, and it also helps us to manage our time in a better way when we delegate things. Okay, now number four is multitasking. It's very important to understand multitasking. Now, you may have planned to get onto a conference call for half an hour, right, starting in 10 minutes, but there's something you need to upload and send a document, like a video document or perhaps a bigger document, which takes a processing time of half an hour. So it's a good idea to start uploading while you're doing conference call so that by the time you do your conference call, at least the document thing is done. This is just an example, but you need to find different ways where multitasking is very important because we can achieve 2-3 outcomes within the same amount of time. Another skill we need to learn is we need to be very organized with our paperwork. Like we need to create folders to keep our separate files. And because we are living in a world of technology, like we need to be very organized with how we deal with our emails. What I do is I try to create separate folders. So as soon as I receive the email, okay, it's my bill, go into bills folder. Right? I pay it straight away so that I don't have to think about it. Financial section could be different. Your friend section could be different. So it's like as soon as you get an email, it's better to put that into separate folders. And if there is some junk email or things which are not important, it's best that you delete it straight away. Because with the kind of overflow we are getting on emails these days, it's really a bombardment. So it's better to keep it in check and clean the clutter. Now, other thing what we all need to learn is being very regulated with habits. Like we need to go to a social gathering, for instance. If we can do that in 1 hour, we should not let that go on for 2 hours. Sometimes we go at a place, we enjoying, we think, okay, I can spend more hours, and we don't even know that 1 or 2 hours is being wasted. So once we are regulated in our habits, we still go wherever is required, but we need to regulate the time of it. Saying no is also very important. You may be doing something very important. A friend of yours may ring you up, for a informal catch up or something. You need to define your priorities and create a boundary in a assertive but in a polite way. You need to say no. Also, what I have realized is technology distractions. It's a very, very, very crucial thing. We need to understand we are bombarded with so many things in the world these days. You may be doing something important, suddenly an advertisement may come, displaying the new model of a car. So normally when our senses are not in control, we start getting distracted. So we need to have that firm focus. No, I'm here to do my job. I'm not going to get distracted with this advertisement or X or Y or Z. Now, another thing we need to do is some sort of focus building or concentration exercises. Meditation is quite handy in this because it helps us to switch off our brain, it sharpens our intelligence, and it makes our brains functioning more effective. So friends, most important to realize and introspect the value of time, because once we value our time, whatever I've shared earlier is practically possible. As you know, where there is a will, there is a way. Friends, learn to manage your time in a better way, get more out of your life. You want to change the world, be that change yourself, and very soon you will realize the world around you has changed. Peace and virtue.